Well, here I am again, trying to get a good bottom end for my KZ1000 Z1R. And this is the next candidate. Hey, it has that pin that I destroyed on the other one. What you see is what I got. Ouch, I wonder what happened there. It's not nice. I remember I looked at this real quick, like 30 seconds when I was at this place, and I remember it being a complete short block. And then I get up there and it's not really complete. Everything, there's a lot of stuff missing. The clutch, the points cover. I mean, it looks like someone started to strip it, to tear it apart, to break the cases, because all the stuff is off. Except for the kickstart cover. It doesn't look like it's recently been open. I could be wrong. Is that supposed to be there? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's been open recently. Well, whatever. I'm going to move forward with it. There's no oil pan, and the oil pump was left on it, which means that somebody dragged it around on a concrete floor and scuffed up this part of the oil pump. So that was really great. You can see the bolts are shiny from being dragged. So that was pretty dumb. But I'm the one that bought it, aren't I? Well, yeah, not much to say about it. It's a lot cleaner inside than the other one. The story was with this one is that it came up from North Carolina, I believe, from somebody who did drag racing, but I don't know if they did drag racing with KZ1000s or two strokes or really what the deal is. I don't know. So, without further ado, I will start stripping this down. I have to evict these, whatever that is. This has to come off, the kickstart gear cover has to come off of there. And I think you take the kickstart gear out, and then I can get to everything else. So, I will do that. Alright, so let's get this oil pump off of here. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now I can sit flat. Okay, Kickstarter gear. remember this being a pain in the ass on the other one, because I think there's 2 dowels, if not, at least one, if not 2. Okay, there's a dowel there. So what do we got? There's a spring. I think you just pull this whole thing out. Let me go look in the book. Yeah, so I just pulled this off and then popped this piece here of the spring out of the shaft, and it was located in the back in a hole that I can see right in there. Okay, should I take this off? I have this tool. That'll be a good one. Let's see if that tool works. So I believe this is the correct tool. It locks to 2 gears and it gives you something to hold on to. So let's see. Okay, gonna break out break out the air tools and the big gigantic socket. That's where I left off with the previous one. Guess we can take that out of there. All right, so I'll take the pistons off. Right. What else can I take off? This is the oil sending unit, oil pressure sending unit. Right here. bolt. Those rubber O-rings are very hard. Let's take this one. This is the oil crankcase breather. So now I believe there are 5 bolts up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? Okay. Try to shock it. This ratcheting drill, I think it might be better to try and use the drill because the vibration may help to free it up. It feels funny. Yeah, so I'm looking at the end of the bolt that I took out and it felt funny coming out. I don't see any RTV on it. It just kind of had this funny feel to it. I'm looking for, you know, like aluminum stuck in the threads or magnesium, whatever the case is made out of. I don't see any, so that's a good thing. And how about this one? That looks good. Okay, that looks good. Have to remember that those two have the little tabs on them for holding the wires that go to the magneto. Okay. So what now? You ask. Okay, this thing has to come off. Whatever this is called, is that the stator? I don't know. Whatever that thing is called. So I got to take that off. I suppose I have to take it off. I probably could just open it up with it on there, but I'm not going to. So I'll take this off, and I need to clean up a little bit. This is the starter clutch, which is loose. That's not good. How does this work? So I have this gear. It freewheels one way, and you've got these, when this rotates, these little balls that are held in here when it's at lower RPM. What happens? These grab, and then once it spins up, I believe they retract, or they just sit in there the one way, and they engage one way. And I'm just babbling. I'm not making any sense. I'll do a little video on how this works. So I'll just cut all this part out so nobody hears me babbling. All right, and that comes off, and that needle comes off, and then there's a washer. Okay, just like that. Okay. Now I'm looking on here, and there's no key. So other ones that I have, for instance, that one on the floor over there has a key. This one does not have a key, and that means something. What? I'm not sure. I'll have to go Google that. But anyway, so this is off of there. And I think I'm ready to flip it over and start working on the bottom bolts. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's how many there were last time. Take video. Okay, this one has a tab on it, and that would have been for the points wire. That one has a tab, that's for the points wire, I think, yep. And none of the other ones have tabs on them, okay. Big bolts. M8, I think they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ones you see in there are holding a cap that's holding the some cam bearings in. Now, this one broke on my engine. It broke on a Z1R that a guy in Florida was doing, and the mock-up case that I did for that bike, it was broken on that one. So this seems to be one that likes to break, so I'm going to be as careful as I can. As a matter of fact, I'll try to take that out first and I'll heat it up. Anyway, I'm going to heat a bunch of these up. Okay, it's hot. Hope that this will break it free. See how that one came right out? Ooh, that looks brand new. You can see all this corrosion. Nope, broke. Fuck. It's just covered with corrosion. What is it about that spot? Half-inch extension. Just come right out. So these are on the inside. Get protected somehow. Crank is looking a little surface rusty. Okay. Alright, so those are out. Let me bring it back when I'm ready to split the cases. Alright, same as with the other engine. You crank down on 2 bolts. There's threads right here and it should push it off. Okay, it's up a little bit. And I think there's one that you can do in the back. Right here. do it at one point. Okay, I don't see any damage on the crank journals, crank bearing keeper journals, whatever they're called. It's too bad this thing's set with no oil in it. It's got some light rust on it. Just lift it out. Okay, I think we're in business. Junk all over the place, just dirt all over the place. To be expected, as it was sitting around, probably sitting around a shop somewhere for a long time. Open, but at least it wasn't outside. Okay. I don't see any cracks, luckily. Here's my bolt. So here's that broken bolt. Mode. Can you see it? Yeah. Broken bolt. So the one that was broken on the other engine is right here. Actually, that moved. Well, at least this part seems to be okay. And I think this transmission is in better shape than the one that came out of the other engine, so I will probably use this. It seems like there's something wrong with this Kickstarter mechanism, but I don't think that's going to go back in anyway. I think I'll leave that out. I think this is supposed to go when it comes down. Let's take a look at this. So I was trying to run it through the gears by using this and the drill, and this was locked up. So it's supposed to give that way. You know, that's like you crank it with the kick. You kick it, right? You kick it like this, and then it comes back up. It goes. That's going back up. So if this is the engine, right? So I go boom, and then boom, boom, boom. Crank, and then it comes back up. But obviously it has to, it can't be engaged at all when the engine's running, because this gear is, you know, what's driving this main sprocket. So I think this thingy right here is supposed to push the gear over like that to disengage it so it can freewheel. And it was not doing that. Now I'm not sure whether it was not doing that because I took the spring off the front of it. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Was that pushing it forward? Or is this just damaged? I don't know. But I don't think this is going to go back on. Anywho, okay, how do we get the rest of it out? I think you just lift this up like that. Okay, there's that section. Whoops. Okay. And then, so there's a that was an oil passage right there, but seems to be totally blocked. There's a keeper that goes on the left-hand side there, up that spline. So I gotta chase some threads, and this one I believe just pulls out like that, and then there's a keeper here. So I need to go get some boxes. Anywho, so that all needs to be cleaned up. Here's the other end. So there's a little ball bearing in the oil filter housing area. This bolt has to come out in order to get the shift shaft drum out. This one will come right out. See if you can see what I'm talking about here. Alright, so these are your shift levers. There's 3 shift levers. One's driven by the drum, and well, they're all driven by the drum, but one's mounted on the drum and turns with the drum, and then these both are driven by these little channels here. And so this one will come right out. But this one will not come out unless you take that bolt out. And then I got to remember there's this O-ring between the 2 sandwich halves, which is on this primary channel here. Kind of pliable, not really. So let's see. So I got to take this bolt out and get that ball bearing out of there. And I have to get this one out in order to get the shift shaft out. So let's do that. Okay, I'm after this one. Okay. This one. Right. We got a little spring. So we got a bolt with a hole in it. Spring goes in there, and then there's a ball bearing. So that must be some kind of pressure related thing. How does that work? So if there's pressure, it's moving the ball out of the way. Okay, sounds good. Oops, drop the ball. That side. Okay, so one down. Let's see. Comes off of there. This guy I'm going to leave on there. This one can come off. And yeah, so back to this bolt. Okay, so bolt with a spring. And some kind of little bullet looking shaft. That round part falls in there for some reason. I think that's a stop on the gear shifter. I'll pull the gear shifter out. Brake, shift drum, whatever you want to call it. Okay. It's bigger than 21. 22. Yep. Okay. Put that back together. And now, okay, I was going to say now the shift shaft should come, shift drum should come out, but I got to take this bolt out of the shift fork, or it's not going to come out. Can you see this here? So there's a bolt here. It's got these flanges. Locking bolt. Okay. Now I'm going to take it out. There we go. Okay. Dirty much? All right. So I think that's everything. And so I got to clean it up. So it has to be cleaned up. And you know, should I blast this whole thing? I mean, the paint actually looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to clean up all the gasket surfaces and wash it up, and you know, I'll repaint it along with the other one, the other case. You hardly see any of this. Maybe this you see, but the exhaust is in front of this, so you really hardly ever see any of this. Maybe it's kind of a waste of time. So I'll have to clean up this. Let's see if this is usable. It does not appear to have been welded. That's a popular drag racing modification. But there's some light rust on there. Hopefully that will come off with a Scotch-Brite pad. And I got to clean it up, and I think it's going to go back in. Now this one, I got to deal with that bolt. Maybe I should bring it to a professional. I hate to bring it anywhere. I just want to get the bottom end back together. So this I'll just wash, and then I think I will go ahead and blast this in the vapor honer. I just changed the medium from fine glass beads to something else, which is supposed to be more abrasive and take off corrosion and paint. So let's see how that does. Transmission, again, it looks pretty good. I'm going to clean it. I'll clean up the end of that. That clutch basket is pretty rusty. I'll do something with that. Anyway, I think that's enough for now.